Netflix has a new Christmas movie out. Is it any good? Let's talk about it.
You're pathetic, and you're asleep.
I guess I woke up.
A mysterious traveler blackmails a young TSA agent into letting a dangerous package slip through security and onto a Christmas Day flight. Carryon is directed by Collet-Serra, and he might have one of the biggest bounce backs this year because damn, son, he recently directed both Dwayne Johnson movies, Jungle Cruise and Black Adam. I think he directed those back to back. I don't think he's had a feature film since then. And we all know how those movies turned out. Jungle Cruise, I was not a big fan of. It's a fine movie. Black Adam, I will never watch that movie again. That movie pissed me off so much. I saw it twice in theaters and I just didn't like it. Thankfully though, Carryon is, a bounce back for him. As I said, it's more in line with his other previous movies like Non-Stop from 2014 starring Liam Neeson. I'm a huge fan of that one. And let's just say that this new movie from him, Carryon, is a new Christmas classic for me, as I'll be watching it every single year around Christmas time, December, all that, because I thought that this was great. As I said, it is really good. It was much better than I was expecting it to be. I really enjoyed the trailer. I thought it was going to be, good, on the same level as Non-Stop. Non-Stop, I think Non-Stop is really good. I don't think it hits the great levels for me because I think it has some issues. But I really did think that Carryon is great. It might be my favorite film from him so far. I haven't seen all of his films. Like the Orphan movie I haven't seen yet. But this is great. What starts out as like a nice film about a couple learning they're about to have their first kid slowly, and quickly turns into one of the most stressful and adrenaline-filled movies of the year. This was one entertaining ride that I was smiling all the way through. It was just a total vibe, and I kept leaning in because of how tense things were getting as, the stakes were being constantly increased. I gotta say, after this, just keep making movies in airports, and especially LAX, because it's a very hectic airport. LAX is one of the busiest airports in the United States, and I love how they made this set around Christmas time, because that's when, the busiest travel days are in the whole entire year. Christmas and Thanksgiving, and airports are full of a lot of people, a lot of angry people because they miss their flights because they're stupid and show up like 30 minutes before their flight. And I mean, what's better than a thriller being set in an airport when anything can happen? A lot of bad things, a lot of good things. I always thought it was cool to see how much of the airport we kind of traversed in this movie, traveled through, because this is a huge airport. LAX is huge, even though the majority of it takes place in the TSA checkpoint area. We then go to like the underground parts of these airports that I haven't really seen in real life, but I've seen in some movies, especially in Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 last year, where they go to the area where the baggage is being sorted on all these routes and organized and all that. That was easily one of my favorite set pieces in this movie because they did so much with it, a lot of fight scenes down there. I just loved how, we were running around the whole airport during this whole movie. I appreciate TJ Fixman and Michael Green for writing a great script instead of just phoning it in like some other people do with these one and done thrillers. There's a decent amount of risks being taken, and there are some nice twists and turns that I wasn't expecting. They did a good job at keeping me guessing at everything that was happening. Another surprising thing here is that our characters are actually very interesting and that you can kind of feel the emotions that they're feeling because there's some decent backstory being written for these people. You have the main couple, Ethan, being played by Taron Egerton, Nora being played by Sophia Carson, who I haven't seen since I think the Disenchanted movies. From another huge surprise about this movie is that the characters are actually very interesting and you actually feel the emotions that they're feeling because their backstories that are written for them are actually pretty good. You have the main couple, Ethan, being played by Taron Egerton, Nora being played by Sophia Carson, who I haven't seen since the Descendant movies. I knew that name was familiar, but I had to look it up, and I was like, damn, she's from the Descendants movie, and she, of course, has a music career, too. And this couple, they're expecting their first kid. You learn that in the first couple minutes of the movie. And Ethan is the TSA agent. They both work at the same airport. And Ethan just, he coasts by as this TSA agent, is always late, but today he is, he learns that he has a kid coming, so he wants to get a raise. He's asking to do more, asking to be put on, higher position. So today's his chance to make a difference. He's put on the higher position, which is, I forget what the title is of the thing that was on, but the thing where he looks at the x-ray machine on the bag, see what's in them. And this is where he gets put up against the mysterious man who is played by Jason Bateman, who is trying to get this harmful package through TSA. And I gotta say, Bateman and Taron Egerton they have these constant back and forth conversations because he has an earbud in and all that. And this is just, those conversations are deliciously entertaining. I was like, this is some great writing right here. Great. It's great to have Jason Bateman play a villain, because I've always thought he'd be pretty good. But on Ozark, he was actually kind of a villainous guy. I mean, with what he was doing there. But he was terrific on Ozark. He's terrific here. Taron Egerton, man, just keeps proving, on and on again why he's a great performer. And Sophia Carson actually helps bring some much needed heart to this fast-paced thriller. Daniel Deadwyler is also in this too, and she's pretty great. She's like one of the FBI agents, and she probably gets to be in the best scene in the whole entire movie. This scene is the car crash scene on the freeway. They're going like 70 miles per hour, and they get into a crash, and it's like one whole shot. The car's flipping over and over again. Cameras going like in and out of the car seats. It is really cool how it's done. It's some fantastic filmmaking being done there. Overall, it's a Christmas miracle because Netflix has brought us another great movie to enjoy this holiday season. John Collet-Serra bounces back big time after how bad Black Adam was. TJ Fixman and Michael Green write a fast-paced screenplay that keeps you guessing every twist and turn that the movie takes. I love the characters, and that's probably helped by the fantastic performances by Taron Egerton, Sophia Carson, Jason Bateman. And not gonna lie, I'd want a sequel. I don't know how they'd do it, but I'd really be down for it. I'm gonna give Carryon a strong 8 out of 10. It's now out on Netflix. If you did see it, leave your own thoughts down below in the comments. If you did enjoy my review, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I try to post 3 times a week, so come back for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.